Can you tell by my walk? Can you hear it in my talk? I'm barely cool. I'm barely cool. Can't you see in my eyes? It should come as no surprise. I'm barely cool. I'm barely cool. I'm barely cool. The barely cool. No, the barely cool. The barely cool. Yeah, the barely cool. The barely cool. No, the barely cool. Yeah.
Well. Mike Wazowski. Hello,
You're gonna
Roz.
get us copyrighted.
That's how. Yeah, your act. My impression was too good.
We can't monetize this video anymore.
Yeah.
We can't. I don't think we're allowed to monetize any of our
The
videos.
paperwork, Wazowski.
Welcome back to the Barely Cool podcast.
Welcome back with your co-host Ben and Judah. Welcome back. It's your two best dads.
I think we've started singing in at least the last two.
We have a couple times.
Or three.
Yeah. What's a song? Start singing a song that you think I'll know, and we'll sing it. We'll turn it into a barely cool version.
Oh, jeez. You put me on the spot. Staying barely cool.
What song are you singing? Stay barely cool. Stay barely cool. Stay barely cool. That's good.
That was dumb.
No, it's
Welcome back to the Barely Cool podcast.
I was thinking, for
We're
some
off to
reason,
the races.
in my head, I was thinking Fast Car by Tracy Chapman. You've got a podcast. I've got a ticket to Barely Cool.
Anyways, welcome back to the Barely Cool podcast. It's episode, I don't know, one of them, 5 maybe?
Probably 5.
We never
Season
keep track
3.
of whatever this is. We just record content and we put it out eventually.
We show up. We wake up one morning.
Hammered.
Yeah. No, like not drunk. Someone hits us over the head with a hammer. They shove a bag over our head. All of a sudden, we wake up in a haze. There's cameras on us, mics in our hands, and we just start going. So this could be episode 5. This could be episode 12.
We don't
I've lost
know.
all sense of time.
Yeah. If you want bonus content, also, head on over to Barely Cool Cast, or patreon.com/Barely Cool Cast. Subscribe to our Patreon because we want money.
Money, please.
I have a dream of just making this my full-time job.
Oh my gosh.
First,
Would
you
that
need-
not be incredible?
First, you need to give me way more cash
Yes.
than we're getting now.
Because I
We
would
need
like
a lot of
to. I
sponsors.
would like my life to not only not change financially. I would like this to be my income, and honestly, I'd like my income to be better.
Yeah.
If I
I'd
could,
be happy
if
with
I
that.
could take what I make now, add a little bit, and have it only come from telling pee pee poo poo penis jokes.
Not a bad life.
Not a bad deal.
Not a bad deal.
Holy frick! He's riding it like like some sort of
Like a
shell board.
like a scooter.
Yeah.
Like a scooter, but a shell.
Or like a skateboard, or like a surfboard. That's cool.
Anyways, we're not talking. We're just
No,
this
that's
is
just
This is
background.
just background
That's just
content.
background stuff.
So
It is
Judah,
integral to the podcast, though.
it isn't. It is.
If you're listening on Spotify, Apple Music, Stitcher, any of your
Google
podcasts,
Podcasts, wherever you find your podcasts.
podcastmonkey.gov.edu, any of those, you can also watch us on YouTube. That's right.
We're on YouTube.
Benny's been working hard. His hands are ground down to little nubs because of his podcast editing. Switching back between camera 1, camera 2 for a full hour. He's lost his fingerprints.
It's hard work.
His fingerprints have
It's
fully,
the hardest thing I've ever done.
They've fully worn
I
away.
haven't had a very hard life. Yeah, no, you know what it is though?
Tell me.
Every time I open DaVinci Resolve now, I see like the photos that they have, like the stock kind of like, oh, this guy's got DaVinci. And they always have
yeah.
like 4 monitors and
Yeah.
then a really cool DaVinci
Little
keyboard.
switcher board.
I want that DaVinci keyboard so bad. Do I need it? Not at all. Is it very expensive? Yes.
You've looked into it?
But it's cool and I want it because all I would use it for is one of its features. Actually, no. I would use like 5 or 6.
What?
I don't know, probably like the blade tool and the copy tool. and
Oh,
the
I
paste
see, because it's
tool.
built in.
Yeah,
you can get, and I don't want to rain on your braid. You can get like pretty small, like a 3x3 keyboard, which is programmable buttons, and then assign it to hotkeys in DaVinci.
Yeah, but that's not the cool DaVinci keyboard.
No, it's true.
That's it's not the one that's on the photo when you open the
Yeah, no,
application.
yeah, you want to be that guy.
I want to be that guy.
Yeah.
With the keyboard, and he's got his DaVinci keyboard.
Yeah.
Another keyboard.
Yeah.
A regular one, and
How
then
many-
a third keyboard. I don't know
He's
what
got
it's
3?
for. Sometimes there's multiple stock photos, and then like 9 monitors.
How many mice?
3.5.
Yeah, that tracks.
Yeah, that does track.
Trackpad. Track pad,
Um,
you guys.
Yeah, it's
Trackpad.
it's crazy.
That is
enough with that bit.
No, that is. I know what you mean. That is the world we live in. It's a little bit of knowledge of something. A couple months ago, if I said, Ben, do you want a DaVinci keyboard? You'd be like, what the hell is that?
I don't give a rip about that.
But then you
What's
start
DaVinci?
learning video editing, and you're like, well, look at all this cool tech I could have, and the money.
This
I
would
could
make me
spend.
happy. This would finally bring me joy if I
This'll
could
do it.
just
This'll fill
get
the hole. No, babe.
this-
You don't understand. I need the handheld mics for the podcast.
If I
It's
could
gonna-
just get them, I would finally be happy when I go to bed at night.
Then we have because then we get to hold it and we get to look cool on the video. No. It doesn't matter that we lose the functionality of both our hands. No, babe. It's worth spending $600 on my tax return.
It's
and then I'll
worth
be
it. It's
happy.
worth it. It's worth it. Not at all a real conversation that we had.
And let me tell you,
Or
that
that Judah
hole was not filled.
Hole still there.
I'm empty. I need more
Look at me.
consumable
Do I-
items.
Do I look like my hole's been filled?
Let me look. Oh. I can't tell.
You can't tell.
No.
Well, I'll tell you, it has not been filled
No.
in quite some time. But if I get the DaVinci keyboard,
Then surely the hole will be filled. Look at me, okay?
this would be filled.
Do I look like I'm mentally content in my life? Look at what I'm wearing.
Look at this guy's glasses. Elton John or whatever.
I got dangly little George Michael earrings on. They're actually real fun.
They are fun.
I
I
like
was going
feeling
to
them
I was
dangle.
gonna compliment you when you walked in the door, but
Thank you.
I figured no, too much to his ego.
Yeah.
So I said, "Frick it."
Yeah, that's good. Because I was like kind of nervous putting these on. I haven't worn them yet, and I was kind of hoping that maybe they'd be like,
Have you never worn those before?
No.
I feel like I've seen them.
I might have shown them, but I've never.
You
worn
probably
them.
shown
I've
them.
never been confident.
You've probably shown them.
Probably
well,
shown 'em.
let me tell you, they work. For
I
ya.
dig it.
I do dig it.
I like how it
They work.
feels.
Just like dangling
A little
around.
dangle. It's fun to play with, not to
Not
eat.
I just was gonna say that. You took the words. Oh, you reach your hand in my mouth and you pull them out. Fun to play with, not to eat. Play-Doh.
Oh, you took the words right out of my mouth. Oh, jeez.
What the hell?
That's me
I
ripping.
almost choked on my water.
That's me ripping the words out of your mouth. Where you're like you're doubled over, just. Oh, that's smart.
This is so fun doing this podcast. I love it.
In anger, just I'm gonna squeeze this mic until it effing pops.
I'm not at all wasting my life doing this. It's not a waste of time.
No, babe, you don't understand. It's worth spending this much time and energy and money. Surely people are
Staying
gonna
up
buy
at
the
night
merch.
stressed out about record or about editing videos. No, don't worry. It
Oh,
matters.
file size too big, drive full.
Let me tell you something though. Nothing frustrates me more than flipping storage, man. There's not enough storage.
Where's all?
Also, sorry, go ahead.
No,
What were you gonna say?
No, you're coming in
Also,
hot.
why is it so hard to move data around?
It's hard.
Why is that so difficult? How have we not figured out an easier way to move large amounts of data? Like, come on, 4 gigabytes, 5 gigabytes, that's not a big...
That's nothing.
That's nothing.
That's nothing.
And you're trying to tell me I can't airdrop that?
Come on.
If I do airdrop it, sometimes it'll work, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it'll compress the video, and I don't want it to be compressed.
No, we need good qual.
So I gotta upload it to some drive and then download it to my laptop.
too much.
I'm sure there's a better way to do it. That people are sitting there going, "Oh, you can do it."
I wonder if you could get. This is like so pointless to talk about, but I wonder if you could get a drive, like a portable hard drive that could both use like USB for your computer and Lightning for your phone. So then you could go right from phone to drive, no Wi-Fi, anything.
Genius.
That would be cool.
Genius. Maybe I'll do
Surely.
that. I'm sure there's
Surely
a better
that
way to do
exists.
it,
Surely,
but
Surely, could you Google that for us? Surely.
I feel like even just like online transfer things have like a max. Even if you buy their like subscription service,
Yeah.
it's still like 20 gigs or whatever.
Well,
100
so we
gigs.
had that. You ran into that the other
Yeah,
day. Where you're
yeah.
like, I'll pay you a little bit of money, and we still wouldn't.
It's still
wouldn't be good
nowhere
enough.
near the amount of space. And I'm
That's-
like,
that's
how
the
are
thing.
people transferring?
That's what. That's
30
I don't
gigabyte
understand.
videos.
I don't understand. It's got to be all.
Because I'm like,
It's got to be all hard drives.
it has to be. But I'm like,
How do you?
Do you
how
just,
do
like,
work with
upload it
4K
onto-
video?
that's the thing. Like you look at like the iPhone commercials, right?
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, you can use it to record
Record
your movies
4K.
and stuff. And it's like people are obviously recording that in 4K. So it's like, by the end of your recording session, you've got probably like hundreds of gigabytes of stuff. And I'm like, do you just all put that on one drive and then give it to your video editing guy? They must do that.
Yeah.
But like, there's got to be a way to
You
do it
would
on the
think
cloud. Like,
in a post-COVID world,
Yeah.
where
We're not
everything's
still on
online,
handheld drives.
You're recording a movie, filming a movie in Los Angeles, and your editor's in flipping Botswana.
exactly.
That you can just flip in.
What are you mailing them a drive?
No,
Like,
surely not.
it doesn't make sense to me. But I'm sure the fancy
What do
people in
we
that
know?
world
Yeah,
know
we're
more than we do.
We're dumb.
We're dumb. There's a reason we're not successful. We're ugly too.
Yeah, and like not funny.
No.
And like
No.
and like whenever I tell someone like no one really listens, they go, yeah, that makes sense.
That tracks.
Yeah.
Some.
A little bit out of shape.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Meaner than we should be.
Meaner than we should be.
Not good. Just not.
Just bad.
There's not a lot of good in our hearts.
There is hate.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
There's also a hole in my heart.
Yeah. Well, a Da Vinci keyboard-sized hole.
Shaped just like it.
You know
A
what?
little circular thing and all that moves around.
Order two. I'll have one. I don't need it, but I'm starting to think I want it.
Plug it into my computer so I can pretend I have it.
Oh, frick. He just went into Wom's Fortress. Babe, wake up. He just went into Wom's Fortress.
Stop bringing up our background stuff.
I'm sorry.
It's supposed to make it easier to watch. I'll tell you, sometimes our jokes, though, it's a hard watch. It's a hard edit for me sometimes to be sitting there and listening to it going, this is
Like
not
what?
funny.
Like what?
No, I can't think of anything right off the top of my
I
head.
see, but you agree with me. Sometimes we've done stuff and we're just
Not
it's
funny.
always ourselves. Because
Yeah.
it's honestly, I've been
But sometimes you crack me up, though. Sometimes I'll be
but
editing
that's what I mean. So
at like 11 p.m. and Issa's asleep next to me, and I'm like dying laughing.
I've got that, what are they called? The green-eyed monster? The one-eyed No, that's a penis. The one-eyed monster is a penis. But the green jealousy. I get jealous because I think you're getting quite funny, and like sometimes I'll watch the videos and I'm like, frick, Ben, that was a good one. That was so funny, and I'm laughing, and then I'm like, Shirley, come on, Judah, come up with something good, and I'm just like,
I think that
flat on
happens
my
for both
face.
of us.
That's
though.
what I mean. We focus on
We
ourselves.
were just hypercritical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This idiot just got squanched. Sorry,
Stop
I keep
bringing
looking.
up the background!
I keep looking.
I'm gonna put Dan Subway Surfer on in a minute.
Oh, that'll be worse. You didn't grab the jetpack. Grab the jetpack.
Use your keys.
I think I might have a problem.
With what?
I don't know. I just got something.
Autism.
Well, probably a little bit. We've talked
Yeah.
about that, but
I got
autism
touch.
a lot of the times goes like hand in hand, or doesn't go hand in hand, but it can be correlated with like ADHD, and sometimes I like explain how my brain works to Maddie, and she's like, "Oh yeah, that's what that is." I like when
I
I'm.
bet it costs $1,000 billion to get diagnosed.
I know, so I would never, and also like I like. I don't know that my life would change with a diagnosis, but what do I need?
What are you gonna do? Give me pills?
Yeah. I mean, that would be...
I don't know if I want. Like, is there an end game there?
I don't know.
Or do you just
for
take
those.
pills forever?
For that kind of diagnosis? I'm not sure.
Because I'm like, I get it. It'll help you. But like, I'd rather just kind of like personally for me. I'm not saying that if you're out there and you're on pills, it's bad. Go
Yeah.
ahead. For me personally, I feel like I'd rather just deal with how dumb my brain is than have to
I think.
take a pill every day
Yeah, I think
for
for
the
me,
foreseeable future.
I don't know. I've heard from people when they have these things like ADHD and stuff. They take a pill and they're like, "Oh, this is what it's like to have like a quiet brain," and like that's working. So that sounds nice.
It does.
But then at the same time, it's like, if I was on medication, who's to say I would even remember to take it in the first place?
Yes, exactly.
Uh,
I barely remembered anything,
Yeah.
let alone that.
You just started the dishwasher.
I did with my hip probably, and I never even noticed.
There's like nothing in there. How many dishes do you think are in there?
I don't know, like 11
In the full
total?
dishwasher?
Yeah.
And your sink is just full of
My
dishes.
sink is full of dishes. I was gonna put those all in the dishwasher, and then now I can't because I started it.
And we're recording. You
There
guys
might
hear
not
that
even
at
be
home?
soap in there. In fact, there isn't soap in there. I'm gonna go turn it off.
It's just water. Okay, Ben will be back. When you said you didn't realize you had started it, I was like, does this guy just keep soap in there?
No, I just realized that now. I'm like, there's no flipping soap in there.
You know what I did the other day?
I've been washing it with hot water.
I've been meaning to wash my sheets. We have a couple.
We just washed our sheets.
We have a
the other day.
couple sets. So I changed the sheets into a new set, but the old ones I was gonna wash.
Continue.
And I put them in the wash on my way out. No, what was I doing? I don't know. But I didn't
This is
wash them.
Riveting.
Is the point. And then I got home from tattooing, and I was like, I really want to wash these, but it's like 11 o'clock, and so I don't want them to sit overnight. So I used the delay start, like 7 hours. So it would start in the morning, and then I would throw it in the next morning into the dryer. Or, at the very least, tell Maddie. I didn't do either of those things. So the delay started 7 o'clock or 6 o'clock. I think they would have started washing, and then Maddie texted me a couple hours later because I was out, and she was like, "Hey, when you wash the sheets, can you not just like let them sit in the washer for a couple days because they're gonna smell?" And I was like, "Oh no, I didn't. They delayed wash. They actually washed this morning." She's like, "Well, I didn't know that. I just washed them again." So like,
Oh no.
the flipping. But see, that's my brain. Where I'm like, surely
I'm
I'll
like
remember.
that too. I'm like that too. But I mean, at most for me, that's just like a nuisance. Like it creates a problem.
Oh, it didn't really. Yeah. I
Yeah,
don't care.
but so until it becomes anything more than a nuisance, like until I'm like a dad and I start leaving like my kid in the car, because I like go inside and I'm like, man, I am missing something, and like my kid's in the car for like 30 minutes. That is when I will get on the pill.
Yeah.
But until it becomes a serious issue, I'll just deal with it.
Yeah. Until I'm risking
I'm
the
singing
life
the
of a child.
same verse of a song when I'm trying to sleep at night. No big deal.
Yeah.
I'll just deal with it.
Yeah.
Can't possibly stop singing it. Try to stop singing it. Keep singing.
Brain won't stop.
It's fine.
Brain keeps going. How do you? Here's the thing. Maybe I know this isn't just me, but I'm asking about you.
Sure.
How much of your life has like a
Inner monologue.
No, but that's a good question. But how much of your life has, like, you need something going on in the background?
Quite often.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Almost all the time.
you tell me if I've crossed a point that's too far.
Okay.
I'll get progressively worse. So, and I think you'll agree with me on this because you hate doing the laundry. When I'm folding the laundry, I'll throw something on the TV
Yes.
because I just need
Or anything. Yeah.
stimuli.
Anything to keep me.
Yeah.
Well, it also happens to. That's my least favorite chore.
Yeah, and that's what I mean. So I knew you would agree with me
I
on that.
hate that. I'll do
Uh,
anything not to do it.
Big one is sitting down to eat something.
Oh,
throw
I
something
can't.
on the TV.
I absolutely cannot eat without
Uh,
something.
even breakfast in the morning, Maddie's like sleeping. I'll have my little iPhone popped up, watching like a YouTube video while I'm eating cereal.
In the car, I need something playing.
Yeah, music, absolutely, or a podcast.
Yep.
Now, here's where I start getting into territories that I think maybe the average person might be like, really? Showering.
Okay, that one I'm not quite there.
I put music on when I shower.
Okay, I like that. Still is not that weird. I don't need something in the shower.
I don't need it, but gosh, I love it.
I find it I think the shower is too. I'm doing too many things in the shower, especially on hair wash day.
Right.
That like if I put music on, I'm like, did I just wash my hair? And then I'll wash my hair again.
Right.
Condition it twice.
I almost use it as like a timer.
Okay.
Like when I'm running late, I go, if I play these 2 songs, I should be done by now.
Okay.
Now, going to bed, I will have like YouTube playing.
That is that is my greatest issue.
Yeah.
I sometimes if I can't sleep at night, I will come sleep on the couch just so that I can put something on this TV to quiet my brain.
Yeah.
That's when it's like an Office or a How I Met Your
Yes.
Mother, something I've seen like 100 times.
Yeah. That's my big one. So
Anissa isn't at all.
I need to flood my brain with so much noise just to
quiet
feel
the other noise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a fan going
Right.
for white noise. Sometimes I'll also have like a humidifier that I don't even need the humidity for. I just like the noise, little bubbles. Bloop.
Your iPhone has like a white noise feature.
It does,
Yeah.
but then I'm because I need more than that. So I have the fan, the thing, and then what I'll do is there's a YouTuber who I quite like the sound of his voice. And so I'll find like a playlist of his, or at least one video that's like an hour long, because I'm like, I need the if it ends before I'm fully asleep, I'm done.
Game over, yeah.
And so I'll put on like a playlist of his videos. I have my phone propped up on my nightstand, so I can still like kind of half watch it. And then I turn captions on, and then I adjust the volume. When my phone's on its side, I use the volume slider. I know exactly where the volume bar needs to be in relation to the little volume logo to know that it's just loud enough that if I'm paying attention, I can understand words. But if I stop paying attention, it doesn't like force itself into my brain.
Maddie's just cool with this?
She's had to be.
She's had to be. I forced her.
It's non-negotiable. I'm not gonna sleep.
See,
otherwise.
because I'm the same way. I need
Yeah.
like I sleep way better when I have something playing. But once I got married, I had to learn how to sleep without it.
I can sleep without it, but gosh, I hate it. I hate it.
It's only the real bad nights when my mind is particularly hyperactive that
Yeah.
I'll have to come out here.
See, but
like it happened the other night. I had to come
even
out
that I can't do because we live in a single room.
That's fair.
And
That's fair.
so
I have the luxury of having a separate bedroom.
So it's
Yeah.
like we have a curtain, but
yeah.
like that
that's
doesn't
not muffling any noise.
no the noise and the light.
Yeah.
And
that
actually,
door is just enough. A door will do wonders.
oh, absolutely.
yeah.
But even just like it's actually louder if I'm on the couch
Yeah,
because
I
the
can
distance
imagine.
that the TV has to travel to me on the couch
Yeah.
is loud, and it's roughly the same
Yes.
distance from the TV
Yes.
to the bed.
Yeah.
So whereas a little phone, like
Yeah.
a couple inches
That's
from my
fair.
face.
That's fair.
But yeah, that's my worst one.
Right.
For sure.
Yeah, that I would say for me as well. I also kind of fricked myself because I had a TV in my bedroom before I got married.
Right.
So I fell asleep with like The Office on every single
It's
night
so
for
nice.
years.
It's so nice.
So I'm sure it was also probably conditioning. But for the most part, I've learned to not need it. But
Yeah.
some nights, if I got something going on, that's like making my brain go crazy. Or if I just played like video games, which this isn't me just shoot myself in the foot, then I'll come in and like into bed after being done video games, and my brain is like on fire because I just played a really highly stimulating video game.
Yeah. I mean, and the problem is like I'm just dumb. Like I know
You are.
thank you.
So
what's
am I,
the
though.
word? Like clinically, my head is rocks. I know the solution. I know how to fix my problem. Like it's
You don't want to though.
no.
Yeah.
But, like so many people are like,
You
oh,
like the chaotic comfort.
you need to calm your mind before bed. Reading is a great way to do that. And I'm like, yeah, but like frick reading. What are you talking about? Like I'm trying to.
I've been trying to do that. I've been trying to read.
Me too. And honestly, when I do it, I love it. But
Yeah. I don't go. I try not to go on like social media or anything before bed.
no,
but it doesn't
no.
work. Very
TikTok's
well.
a killer for
Yeah.
that because
Well, I don't have right now. I don't have TikTok or Instagram or any of that.
it's
kind of
rapid
stuff.
fire. But YouTube,
I like read
YouTube to me is
articles.
like good enough because I can like shut my brain off.
Yeah.
Which is the problem, I think, because then my brain is going just enough.
Yeah.
But
Question: the issue is like I'm not a particularly huge fiction reader. I know a lot of people are.
yeah,
I don't really read a lot of fiction. So when I do read, it's like nonfiction. So it's like
self-help diet books.
well, not
How to
now.
how to become
4 months ago,
master of your own life.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
These
Healthy Thinking and Me.
Yeah.
That's what I read.
Interviewing 10 billionaires and their secrets.
Rich Dad Poor Dad. Yeah. So I read So I find
Art of the Deal.
It creates an issue because then I put the book down and I'm thinking about what I read in the book.
Yes.
So I'm trying to sleep and I'm like, oh, that's an interesting thought.
Yeah, how can I enact that in my own life day to day? Yeah, see,
And
that's
I'm
the problem
like, you
with
know,
nonfiction.
Read the Bible, then I'm thinking about whatever I read in the Bible.
Right. I don't have that problem.
This guy doesn't read his Bible.
I read the Bible. I go, huh, that's neat. I'm kidding.
What's wrong with you?
I
kidding,
don't
it's
know.
fun.
I've got a hole.
Anyways, so yeah, and then I'm just stuck thinking about
Fiction, though, that's good. That's that good stuff.
Yeah, I'm not really into fiction reading very much.
You got to find the right fiction.
Like
There's
some
out
fiction
there
reading,
for
like like a Brave New World. I find that book very interesting.
But see,
Animal Farm is fun.
but those you're running into problems again.
Why is that?
Because you're running you have the same issue where it's like
What? What is it?
you have the same problem where when you read Animal Farm, you look for parallels into
That's exactly what
the Russian. the
It's
Soviet
nonfiction
Union
fiction.
and the history. Exactly.
I'm cheating.
Yeah. Or you read A Brave New World and you go, what parallels can I find in my own day to day in terms of how we live our life?
That's exactly what
You can't just
do.
read a book about something happening to someone.
Exactly what I do. So in reality, I don't read fiction at all.
Yeah.
Every book on that thing right there, on that bookshelf over there, is either nonfiction or fake fiction.
Yes. Every book, I've looked at your bookshelf before,
Except for the self-help ones.
and every book on there is exactly what I would expect from you.
There's a couple that are in these.
Like knowing who you are and your interests. It's so, which is, I mean, that's what people say about a bookshelf. It's so indicative of a person. Because what do we got on here? Let's see.
We got a couple of them are like old theology books from
church
from-
stuff. I remember there's a hockey one somewhere, right? Like
There is a hockey one. It's about, I think it's about Wayne Gretzky and Bobby Orr.
Bobby Orr. Yeah.
Might just be about Bobby Orr. I don't know.
It says Bobby Orr.
Yeah, it's probably just about
I
Bobby
believe
Orr.
it's
Then.
written by Bobby Orr.
Probably.
A lot of
Read it
church.
in a hot minute.
A lot of church.
Yeah, there's a lot of a couple of Francis Chan ones that I haven't read in ages.
Big old hands.
Big old
Francis Chan.
hands. I love that guy's got big hands. And then a couple of random theology ones or Bobby Orr book. That's Brave New World sticking out right there. There's a biography on
I never
Paul.
read A Brave New World.
It's actually quite good.
I mean, it's easy.
Like outside of just the classic wow, how's our world becoming like this?
Yeah.
Whatever. It's just an interesting novel. Like the premise of the story is interesting.
The problem is I'm so
There's Animal Farm.
picky about writing styles.
Right.
And sometimes I'll read you go to the back of the book, you're in like a Chapters or an Indigo or a Barnes and Noble, and you flip over you look at the cover, you go, oh okay. You pick up the book and you look at the back and you go, oh yeah. And then you start reading it. What are you laughing at?
Nothing.
You start reading it and you're like, and then you put it away.
Oh, okay.
Because it's just the way they frame sentences sometimes are annoying. And then I'm like, I'm not.
Autistic.
Huh?
Self-diagnosis? It's not a self-diagnosis if Ben diagnoses it.
That's true.
It's a Ben diagnosis.
Yeah.
You got
my
at the
gosh.
very least a touch.
I just had this idea of like.
What?
I could take a picture of your head and kind of like cut it out so it's just the head and then kind of morph it so it's a little wider, like almost circular, right?
Okay.
And then I could put another one of those next to it, kind of overlapping, right?
Another one of my heads?
Yeah, like kind of maybe about 50% opacity. And I could point to the one half and it could be like left side of face. The one half is right side of face, and then the middle part I just point and it says Ben, and that's a Venn diagram. What do you think?
That's so stupid.
That's all I could think about.
I was so interested, and I wasn't expecting it to be that. I was like, what's his
the angle here?
punchline here?
What's he
Yeah,
doing?
like,
Yeah.
how's he gonna make this funny? That's a Venn diagram.
Venn diagram.
That's what you were thinking about in our
Well,
conversation.
no, because you said instead of a self-diagnosis, a Ben diagnosis, and I was trying to come up with a pun for Ben diagnosis,
And you
and
thought
I couldn't.
about Venn diagram.
And I just
Venn
went.
diagram.
Yeah, my brain went no. Literally, this is how it worked. I went Ben diagnosis, and then my brain went no. Take easy road. What Ben rhymes with Venn diagram, Ben diagram. Don't worry about the diagnosis thing.
Left side of a face.
Yeah, right side of face. All face. That's a Ben diagram.
That's a Venn diagram
Yeah.
right there. Well, cool.
Yeah.
I'm sure our listeners and watchers really needed to hear
They
that.
can picture that. It's a joke like with Venn diagram.
Yeah, like a pun, or that's what puns are?
I believe that's a pun. Perhaps a play on words.
All right.
Perhaps
We gotta find the funny real quick
Okay.
before this gets relegated to
Wait,
Patreon.
so like you mean like the funny, like to keep that Venn diagram funny rolling, like to play off the momentum of that, because that was really good. I thought.
Sure.
Uh,
What happened? Anything funny happened to you this week that you want to tell the viewers about?
anything funny happened this week? You're not even listening to me. You're
Sorry, I
looking
got
at
distracted.
Mario. He's going in a hazy
He's
maze
jumping
cave.
in the hazy maze cave.
Yeah. Yeah. Hazy
Yeah.
Maze Cave, let me tell you, big level in speedrunning. You can get some crazy tricks in here.
Cool.
What has happened to me this week? Not much. What about you?
See, I was hoping that you would have something to say so that I could think about what happened to me when you inevitably asked me that question.
What I was actually hoping would happen there is you would have something, and I would dismiss it quickly by saying cool, and then we would do something else.
You're really funny, you know that?
Why are you saying that like that's not, like when you say it like that, like I believe the words are true. Do you think I'm funny?
Yeah. Yeah, I do.
Yeah, but like the way you say it.
What do you mean?
You're saying it like
I
yeah.
think
yeah.
you're funny.
No,
Like
even
that?
yeah, it's
I think. Can we do one word at a time?
it's kind of like you're talking to like your significant other. You ever
Yeah, well, I didn't just hit you, so. Yikes.
Yeah, talking. You can talk to your significant other?
I don't resort to any sort of verbal communication or verbal problem
Ben's
solving.
methods of speech are questions.
I don't hit my wife. This is getting too real and too fast.
Is it real?
No.
Is it real?
No, it's not real. I think you are funny.
And Anissa does not need help. I swear.
Anissa's safe. She's happy. So yeah, so what happened to me? Did anything funny? I'm trying to think of anything funny that happened to me this week. Not really. I had a pretty boring. I worked a lot.
You've been working. You've been working up a storm.
A storm.
Storm. Oh, it's
Storm?
getting a bit stormy out there, Ben. Be careful when you go into the work. or whatever. You've been working a lot, and you work a lot this week, too. And you got to edit this podcast.
No, I don't work a lot this week. I work a lot next week. Because you asked me
Right,
what's
yes,
my schedule
next
like
week
next
you'll be
week.
working 3 days. Pretty much every day that I don't work.
Usually how it goes.
Yeah. What do you... No. What, I was just... I was literally just about to be like, what are you working next week?
What times?
Like, yeah. Like, start
Here's
to do...
how you'll know where I am.
Well, not even that. That was not, like, my thing. I was just like... Something my brain switched and went, yeah, the podcast doesn't matter. You're just...
Let's start organizing our week.
Let's just start figuring stuff out. As if we're not trying to record a podcast for people to listen to. Who cares about when Ben works?
Who cares?
This
I'm trying to
coffee, by
think-
the way, is delicious.
Is it?
It's good with
That's
the little
good,
cream.
I'm glad.
The
With the
little, what'd you
hazelnut
put in
creamer?
there?
Hazelnut creamer.
Creme.
Almond
Creme de la creme.
almond milk. Like almond hazelnut creamer.
How do you milk an
hazelnut
almond?
flavored almond creamer.
How do you milk an almond? Squeeze its teats till it moans.
You did. See, you didn't even think that was funny.
No,
Look
I
at his
didn't.
face.
I didn't.
What the hell?
Yeah.
What the hell?
Hey, what just came out of me?
I've got nipples,
Nipples,
Greg.
Could you milk me?
Can you milk me?
I love a bad Robert De Niro impression. It's very funny to me.
What do you think? My Robert De Niro impression is bad?
No, I didn't. No, that's not what I. Oh no!
I've got nipples, Greg. Can you milk me?
Greg. Hey, Greg. I've got nipples. Could you milk
Nipples,
me?
Greg.
Nipples.
Milk?
Nipples, milk, Greg.
Question mark.
Meet the parents. Meet the fuckers. Oh, Jinxie Cat, circle of trust. Did you just fart?
That coffee. It's
Reset,
coming through. I gotta
reset,
poop. I gotta
reset.
Poop. It wouldn't have picked up. It wouldn't have picked up.
Cut that. I don't know. It might have.
Um,
I think the camera shook.
I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think of something funny that happened to me at work, but I can't think of anything because usually you get a kick out of those stories.
I love your work stories.
You love my work stories.
I do, but it depends on where you worked. If you're just working in sad old people town, sad. If you're working in the mental health ward, story time. I heard a story from I won't say her name, but our mutual friend who works at the hospital.
Oh yes, yep.
Got a call asking to do work.
Yeah, the work that she does there.
Yeah. In the mental health
our
ward.
friend. Yeah. Oh really?
And she,
like bring up a portable to
Yes.
the mental health ward.
Yeah.
Wow.
And technically, I believe the policy is to go with a coworker. And
Yes,
she
and a
was like,
security
well, I'm
guard.
near the end of my shift. My coworker is like out right now. I'll just get this done and then go home. And so she went up alone, and she was very frightened. The person that she was doing it on, I believe, was like 5-point
Right,
restraint.
locked up. Yeah, in the
and there was
lockup.
no plug in the room, no outlet, because
Yeah, because why would there be?
why would
Yeah.
there be? You could. That's how you get zappy
Yeah.
time and go to heaven. So they had to like wheel this long extension cord, but then with the extension cord, they had to like have people like monitoring the extension cord because that's a long rope-like substance that's just in the hallway now. Yeah, she said it was terrifying. She was like, people are just wandering around in there, and I'm like, oh, I know. I know how it
Yeah,
goes
you know what
down.
happens. Yeah, if you don't go up there very often, that's terrifying.
Yeah.
We're supposed to bring those people down.
Yeah, she
to
went.
her.
She went
That's
back.
my job.
Well, that was the thing. It was like a time thing. Like there was no one available, and then
Right.
she went back, and her coworker's like, "Where were you?" And she told her, and she's like, "Do not do that.
Yeah, never do that again.
Don't do that. They
Wow.
can come here." Yeah,
Yeah, I'm like,
Yeah.
wow, that's crazy.
those are the
That-
fun stories, though,
That's a lot of stories.
and it's a darn shame.
Yeah, I don't think anything really happened this week. Some guy gave me his phone number though. An old man told me to come to his house, check out his cars.
Ooh.
40.
Do you think he actually has cars, or you think he just thought you were like a hot piece of
Well,
bob?
his wife was there, so hopefully it's
Yeah.
not like a swinger thing.
Oh yeah, they were like, me and my wife were checking you out earlier. Cars.
Come check out our cars. We have cars at our house.
Cars.
Cars? Yeah, I looked him up.
You looked up his name?
Yeah.
He's famous? Money
No.
guy?
No.
He's just got cars.
But it tracks. Like he told me he told me like he described his property to me, and
You
it
found it on
tracks.
Google Maps?
It tracks. Yeah, the description tracks. Anyways, yeah. So that happened, but that's pretty boring.
yeah, that's nothing. Ben got hit on by an old swinger couple. Who cares?
Oh, before I left though, he looked at me straight. Like I brought him up to his room because he got
Yeah.
admitted.
Yeah.
And right before I left, he looked at me in the eyes and he was like, "We will meet again." And then I walked away.
That's good. That's
Yeah.
that story was snooze town until that moment. The idea that you know, because very clearly what that says to me is he read in either your body language, like, okay, yeah, like he knew it was not, you were not down.
I wasn't
and then
into
he
it.
was like, no, this is happening.
yeah.
We will meet again.
Yeah, I've never heard someone talk like that. And the way he like looked me so intensely in the eyes, and he was like, "We will meet again."
The phrasing on that
All right,
is
dude.
intense.
I was
Oh,
like, take it
are
easy.
you sure? I hope not. No, thank you.
Take it easy there, pal. All the best to you. Speedy
That's
recovery.
funny.
That's what I usually say. So, anyways, yeah, that happened. That's the only really thing, other than fighting with some nurses and stuff.
Hand to hand,
Yeah,
physically.
always.
Well, with you.
I resort straight to the physical stuff. No
Yeah.
verbal problem solving.
Well, like, and why would you, right?
Yeah.
Like, it takes so much time, and
that patient's not ready. Punch the unit clerk square in the nose.
yeah.
Maybe next time you'll have him ready. Jeez.
My
I don't do that. I
time
don't
is
do-
valuable. You think I come up? You're like hacking a cigarette in the.
Yeah.
You think I come up here and I just have time to wait around? And then before before you drop the cigarette and just clock them. Fight Club style. Ben
Club
watches
style.
Fight Club every night before going to sleep.
It's
Can't
white
get
noise
enough.
now. I fall asleep to Fight Club.
Yeah, can't get enough.
Nothing
of it.
makes me happier than hearing dudes just get the piss beat out of them.
Yeah. Lol. Fight Club's an odd movie. You don't like it? Oh, you don't want to. Oh, like because the. Right.
Talk about it.
Get it, guys. Get it. Get it. You understand? What we got to do that bad movie thing. I think that'd be so fun.
Which bad movie thing?
We just have like a list of bad movies or something.
Right.
And then we just roll a dice, and that's the bad movie we gotta watch.
Define like a bad movie.
See, well, that's the thing because I think that
Are we talking like those really bad like disaster movies where it's like ocean overflow and
Yeah.
it's like something with like really bad CGI. It's like, guys, the ocean is gonna overflow.
I
And then,
literally
like,
I saw a
it's-
movie like that on Amazon Prime.
and they're always on
They're
Amazon Prime.
always.
Arctic
It
freeze over.
was. It was called. I think it was just called Shark World.
yeah.
And the premise is that since global warming has caused all the ocean levels to rise,
Sharks are just
sharks
swimming everywhere.
have skyrocketed in population, and so everyone who's trying to navigate this new water world has to deal with like a bajillion sharks. And so yeah, part of me is like that stuff is good.
Right.
I think that because there's the scale, right? There's a bad movie that's just it's bad and it's not entertaining to watch.
Yeah.
Those are not fun.
Right.
Because they're boring.
Right.
And like they're
You want something that's at least a little bit exciting.
yes, you want something that is either like no one's heard of it so bad it's good
Yeah.
kind of thing. Like really old cult classic horror movies would be fun.
Yeah.
Where it's just like Piranha Man. Like,
Some like dystopian one
Yeah.
or something. Ultratron 2024.
yeah.
It's
like RoboCop
Yeah,
knockoffs
yeah,
and just stuff like that. I think would be great.
some
'Cause, yeah,
dystopian
there's-
city.
There's
Dark
bad
and neon.
movies that are they're just it's like you could tell they were trying and they suck. And then there's the movies where it's like, oh, they just are going for it, and
Yeah.
those are fun.
Yeah. Sharknado.
Leprechaun 2.
Yeah.
They're eating her, and then they're gonna eat me. It's from the Leprechaun 2.
It is. It
Yeah.
is. It is.
Stuff like that is fun, and I think we could.
Okay, we'll do that.
because Amazon Prime does have just
a lot of
so much
garbage.
garbage.
content.
Just it's a landfill.
There's so much. Sometimes when I'm really bored and I'm just in like the dystopian
Yeah.
mood.
I know you've
I'll
watched
just-
a couple.
Yeah, I'll just go on Amazon Prime and just search
Yeah.
up like dystopian, and it's all like this, like
Yeah.
Elysium type deal.
Yeah. Elysium sucked.
Yeah, it wasn't good.
Well, it didn't suck. I won't say that. But you can tell they are trying so hard to live up to like District 9.
Oh yeah, the premise was somewhat okay, and then
Yeah.
it was District 9 was good.
District 9 is hard to watch
It is difficult to watch.
because it's so depressing.
Yeah, and it's very clearly like we know what they're getting at.
Oh yeah. Well, some of
Um,
the I believe some of the news footage of like interviewing people. I think it's at the beginning of the movie, where they're talking about like the aliens coming. That's real, and they just cut out the bits talking about black people.
Yikes.
Like it is.
That's pretty
It
messed
is
up.
dark, dude.
Good movie though.
Yeah, racism is bad.
It is
In
bad.
case you guys didn't know.
It is bad.
You guys listening, you're aware that racism is bad? I sure hope so. 2023.
Me too. I hope so.
You hope racism is bad, or you hope it's 2023?
No,
or you hope they know?
I hope they know, and that we know.
Right.
So poop is pretty funny.
Yes.
It is.
It is funny.
It is funny.
I was just gonna sit in silence until you said something.
Do you like that thing?
So yeah. Yep.
Yeah, you're right. I didn't think about it that way.
Yep. Yeah. We should I should probably.
Get going. Is that time already?
I mean,
361, eh? Oh, get going.
I mean, it's good to see you.
Yeah, I had a good time. You know, it's okay. If you have to really get going, it's okay. We could play... I could bust out the Nintendo and we could play some Mario 64.
You don't own a Nintendo 64.
That's what you think. That's how crazy it would be if I pulled a Nintendo 64.
That would be
right
shocking. That would be almost as shocking as me owning a saxophone.
now. You own a saxophone, though.
I know. But you didn't believe me when I first told you.
No, I didn't, because that's stupid.
It's an odd thing to own. That's what I mean. In all our years of friendship, it's never come up. That would be
Why the
how
hell
I
would you
felt.
own a saxophone? Do you know how to play a saxophone?
I can make a noise come out of it.
A good noise?
I can play different notes. Do I know what I'm playing? No. I used to. I played it in grade 9 music. I could read sheet
you're
music
one
and
of
stuff.
those reed suckers. You're one of those reed suckers.
What do you mean? Oh, because you were a brass boy. One of them brass holes.
I've talked about it before.
Yeah.
Nothing pissed me off more than that.
I know. We've talked
Ben.
about it. Yeah, no,
Sucking
I'm
on their
sorry.
dang
That's so
reed.
gross. That's much grosser than just wet spit flying out the bottom of
I
your
couldn't help
chin.
it.
But I can't help it either. I gotta suck on the reed. I gotta
Yeah,
suck,
but you could do
Ben.
it less
I gotta
gross.
suck.
You could do it less gross.
It's like chewing on gum. I chew on gum so obnoxiously. I'm a wide chewer
a wide chewer.
when I'm
Gross.
driving.
Gross.
I like it.
Gross.
How long can you chew
Gross.
on a piece of gum for?
An infinite amount of time.
Me too. Me too. I'll chew on it and I'll forget I'm chewing on it.
Yeah.
I'll go all day.
Oh, yeah.
Violet style.
It's more of a fiddle, like a fidget toy than it is
yes,
anything
it
else
is.
for me.
It's fun to play with in my mouth.
But not fun to play with, to eat.
Fun. Fun to play with, to eat.
That was not funny at all.
That was good. No, that was good. Oh, we're in Chill Mountain.
Shut the hell up! It's our background. I don't give a rip if we're in Chill Mountain.
He's doing the race.
Oh, I don't.
Well, he's not doing the race yet. I don't think.
care.
What the? Oh, he went through the shortcut. I don't even think that is a shortcut. You can do a better shortcut just falling off the map, but that's fine. Idiot.
You watch too many speedruns. Why don't you speedrun it yourself?
Because I don't have
Then get
an
a Nintendo 64.
With my money.
Mama money! You can afford one. How much do those things go for nowadays?
They're expensive, I think.
$2, $3?
They're $4. They're
$4?
$4
Now
whole.
I get it.
They're it's the nostalgia. They're like vintage, so everything's expensive. Like
Right.
I would be you could maybe 1 in a billion luck out by finding one at like a Value Village, but like if I phone's recording, son of a if I could go on eBay
right there.
or Kijiji.
Here, give me my laptop.
Yeah, you search it up. Search up Nintendo 64 on Kijiji. It's gonna be like $200.
That's it?
That's it for an outdated piece of hardware.
I thought you were gonna be like $1,000.
No, but I'm not paying $200 for a.
I'll pay $200 for a fully functional Nintendo 64.
Also, we have one at the tattoo shop,
wow, that's cool.
so I could always play that one. This guy's an idiot. He's so stupid. Just jump off the wall with the penguin, moron. Oh my god.
If you talk about our background footage one more damn time.
It's just I would love to speedrun. I think I could do a 16 star in first go. I could probably do in an hour, which is not good. A 70 star I could not do. I would take forever. But I
Nintendo
could,
64 console.
if I actually tried, I could probably do a 16 star in like 30 minutes.
I found it on a website called Retro Games. One controller, 64, $119.
I don't have
Come
that
on, man.
for this. I have a PS4 I don't even use.
That's true. That's not that bad. I was thinking it was going to be like a lot of money.
No. But
Let's
yeah,
take a look at Kijiji.
it's too much, man. It's too much for me.
I'm sure a bunch of people probably sell it with all their like with multiple controllers and a bunch of games too.
Yeah, but games are all gonna be trash. Because all the good games you're gonna sell to like a micro play or like a store.
Yeah. Used Nintendo 64, $91. Nintendo 64 with Mario 64. And a couple controllers.
Holy frick.
162.
Holy frick. We gotta get on that.
Better get on there.
What was that?
I don't know.
What was that?
I don't know.
Ben, new noise. New noise. I'm scared.
I am scared.
I'm
New
like,
noise.
I'm like a baby when they hear a sound for the first time.
Podcast topics.
You got podcast topics?
Well, I write some things during the week if I think about them. I don't know if I wrote anything this week.
I wrote one thing, and I couldn't wait for the podcast to talk to you about it, which was the Barely Cool YouTube account watch history being 90% kids videos.
I
and
gave it
just
to my nephew, bro.
questioning.
I think we've talked about this before. All these things I've written here. I hate when people call their employees teammates or partners.
Yeah.
Have we talked about that?
Yeah.
And then
Clear it.
And then why are people cash only anymore?
Yeah, talked about it.
Yeah, I hate it.
Yeah.
All right, that's it. That's all I got. I got nothing written anymore.
We should do...
Isn't this funny?
This actually has not been a bad episode. I've been
I think
having
it's been
fun.
pretty. I'm having a good time.
I love doing this podcast with you. I love doing it with you.
I like doing it with you too.
I love it.
It's one of my favorite things.
I agree.
It's one of my favorite things.
Brown paper packages tied up with string. These are my favorite things. Let me tell you something about that song. Okay, I know I've talked about this on the podcast before. I know it. The fact that that song plays at Christmas time makes me want to lose it. What does that song have to do with Christmas?
Wrapping things.
Brown paper packages.
Yeah.
It's a song from a movie about the Holocaust.
Is it actually?
It's from The Sound of Music.
Oh yeah.
It's World War II.
You're right.
She's just singing about what, someone's sad. How do you get not sad? You think about some of your favorite things. When you're scared.
Right.
When the dog bites.
I forgot.
When the bee stings.
I forgot about that.
And then it just plays at Christmas time. Why? Because she mentions it as a package.
Yeah, that's pretty dumb.
It's
That's pretty
insane.
dumb as hell, yo.
Yeah.
That is dumb as hell. Dumb.
I'm 17, going on 33.
Okay, enough.
When the older man wants to date. Yeah,
yeah,
he
it's a good
wants to
song.
date the teenager.
Okay.
Yeah. What's the other
Okay.
one that they sing?
I don't want to talk about Sound of Music anymore.
No, when they're all going to sleep. I don't know.
It's a hard knock life. That one.
For us. Yeah.
That's from a musical.
Tomorrow, I love you. Tomorrow is only a day away.
And everyone stands up and claps.
Woo!
I love Annie.
Animal crackers in my soup. Shut up, Shirley
I want to
Temple.
go see a musical again. The last musical I saw was during Christmas time.
And you saw the Nutcracker.
No, I did not see the Nutcracker.
I thought that's what you saw.
No, I saw A Christmas Carol. In Niagara on the Lake.
Yes.
They do it once, and it was fantastic. I think
was
you should
good.
you should come. I want to go see it again next year, and I think you should.
Just shoot your eye out.
I think you should come with me
Isn't that one?
to that. What?
Just shoot your eye out
Maybe.
with the gun. Only I didn't say fudge. That one.
Shut the hell. I think
Guys,
you should come. I
The
think you should
joke
come next
there
year,
is that
though.
I'm confusing A Christmas Carol with the movie A Christmas Story.
Yes. Funny. I think you should come with me next year.
That would be great.
It's fun. It's
That'd be good.
there's a lot of
And then we can gamble.
In Niagara on the Lake.
I mean, well,
In Niagara. Pop over there.
head right over there. Lose all my money. No, dude, I would love to do.
Fall Street Casino is kind of.
Is it?
I don't like it that much.
Well, that's because we had the flipping experience.
We went to Caesars.
Oh,
That place was nice.
That was nice. I could lose a paycheck there easily.
I want to go there again. And
Yes.
actually gamble this time. I'm actually pissed we didn't play the slots when we were there last time.
I don't know why we didn't. I know why we didn't because it was 8 hours of driving that day.
Yeah, we were all pissed off.
We didn't want to have to drive
We should
again.
just stayed the night.
We
Anyways,
should have, but it's expensive.
Hindsight. 2020. In hindsight.
Yeah, check out my hind. I would love to go see a musical. I think that'd be
I
great.
like musicals a lot.
How did they do? How did they do Jacob Marley? Was he spooky?
Yes.
That's
It
cool.
was a puppet.
They did a puppet.
Not like a puppet.
Yeah,
But it's puppetry. Like a big.
That's cool. I love a puppet.
Oh yeah.
I
The ghost of
love a puppet.
The Ghost of Christmas
Future
is like this massive puppet.
and so scary. Probably.
And then Marley is also a pretty big puppet.
I don't think I've seen, and
It's
this
fantastic.
is a bad thing. I think I've seen one musical, like a production ever.
Really?
Yeah,
Only one?
Yeah.
Wow.
And you know what it is.
Harry Potter.
No.
No. Sorry, The Office.
Yes.
That's right. We went to see
The Office musical parody, I think, was maybe the only time I've seen.
That was good, though.
It was good, but
Yeah.
not.
No.
That should
You've
not
only
be-
seen one? That's
Yeah.
it? I've seen, wow. I've seen Anne Green Gables, Oliver Twist.
I love a musical.
Yeah.
I do.
Oliver Twist isn't necessarily a musical. I think they adapted it.
I
to a
just like,
musical.
I love going to the theater, but it's expensive
I
sometimes.
want to go to Broadway, Newmarket. Or Newmarket.
New York. I want to go to Broadway so bad, dude. Catch
See, like a Phantom of the Opera or something.
Oh yeah, that'd be so.
I really want to see Les Mis live
That would be sick too.
because I really love the movie.
I've never seen it.
No?
No,
I
we've
really like
talked
Hugh
about that.
Jackman.
He's hot.
He is hot.
Why does he
on
warble
my-
like that when he sings though?
I think that's isn't that called a vibrato?
Yeah, but it's intense.
Is that not what a vibrato is?
It is.
Am I just
but
dumb?
He really cranks it.
He does crank it to 11.
It's like if you. I think I've shown you that one video of him singing where you slow it
One
down
day more.
and you slow it down a little bit, and it's very funny. Like you use the YouTube
Yeah?
speed, and it's
Yeah.
just like, it's really good.
That's fair.
Yeah.
He's good though. He's good.
He's good.
He's high up on my list of like favorite actors. If Hugh
Well,
Jackman's
that's
in
ludicrous.
no,
That's a little ludicrous.
I'm not saying he's like the best actor in the world, but when Hugh Jackman's in a movie, it makes me want to watch it. I like a Hugh Jackman.
I like a Hugh Jackman. I just don't know if he's a selling point. He's not like a. You know what I did just watch?
Like a Jake Gyllenhaal.
Oh yeah,
But Jake Gyllenhaal, like Hugh Jackman's like
A Joaquin.
he's not near Jake Gyllenhaal, but he's up on my list.
He's good. He's
Yeah.
good.
Jake Gyllenhaal's in a movie, I automatically want to watch it. If Hugh Jackman's in a movie, I probably want to watch
Jake
it.
Gyllenhaal,
90%.
I will say though, his
Not been
good
good.
grace has been kind of tarnished recently. He did that ambulance movie
Yeah,
or
that was
whatever,
terrible.
and then I just saw that he's in some generic looking like Afghanistan movie, and I'm like, what are you doing? What are we doing here?
Do something funny or good again.
Do something weird. I want weird.
Yeah.
Give me the weird
Do-
Gyllenhaal stuff.
Yeah, do Jarhead again, or
Yeah, oh yeah, that was good.
or if you're gonna do Army, do Jarhead again, and then do, Nightcrawler. That's a great movie.
Nightcrawler's great. I just watched that new Joaquin, Ari Aster, Bo Was Afraid.
Oh yeah, how
Yeah.
was it?
Weird.
Yeah, I figured.
It was.
I'm excited for Joker too.
Yeah,
I want
that'll
to
be
see it. I hope they do good with it.
I think that's a musical. I've heard.
Really?
I've
They're
heard
singing.
that. There's some singing.
Interesting.
Yeah,
I haven't really looked into it.
but yeah, the new Bo Was Afraid. I was bizarre. It was weird because I was like, he did Midsummer, he did Hereditary. I was like,
yeah,
it was-
I would figure it would be weird.
it was ranked as a horror,
not a horror, more of like a psychological thriller,
not even a thriller. It was just
just psychological. Okay.
drama, bizarre, very like. I want to say even philosophical, but just
Interesting.
bizarre.
Okay.
And I was cracking up laughing at some of the parts.
Really?
Like, because it was.
You
it-
laugh in funny situations.
There was
sometimes
a
in movies.
There's you see his life, right? I don't want to spoil anything, but you see his he lives in this super satirized and very emphasized hyperbolic version of New York, I think, where it's just everything is. It's a reality that does not exist, but it's like a criticism. You know what I mean?
Right.
So he just homeless people everywhere, graffiti everywhere, people literally just in the street on drugs. There's a dead body in the street that taxis are swerving around because it's this is normal.
Wow.
And his apartment is covered in graffiti, and there's one scene where he's in his lobby, and the graffiti is everywhere, and some of it's just obvious graffiti, but some of it's very clearly supposed to be graffiti written by a crazy person, kill the Pope,
Right.
burn children or whatever. And there's a drawing in the background though of I saw it and I couldn't unsee it, and I was just watching it the entire day. I pointed it out to Josh and we were just trying not to laugh. It's a drawing, a crudely drawn man, big head, looking at you, giving a thumbs up with one hand, the other hand holding his own penis,
Right.
peeing into his mouth. And the words written was just, "Don't mind if I do." It's just, "Don't mind if I do," and I was dying, dude.
That's pretty
the
good.
funniest
That's
thing I've
really
seen
funny.
in ages.
That's really
oh
funny.
yeah, there was
Don't
one.
mind if I do.
There was a scene at the end. I will say, I think you would enjoy it. But you'd be like, "What the frick did I just watch?"
Right.
Anissa would not enjoy it.
Of course not. No.
But there was a scene, literally with maybe 10 minutes left in the movie.
Right.
It was over the top. It was crazy.
Right.
But the couple that was sitting a couple seats away from us, they left. They got out early.
After that scene,
There
they
was
just
one
left?
scene, and the scene, I mean, it happened, and I was like, holy, what is going on? And I guess the woman in the equation turned to the man and just went, and he just went, and they got up and left.
Holy
and then
moly.
I died. I was like, you
That's
sat through this
crazy.
entire movie, which was weird.
Yeah.
And then that was the
the kicker for
yeah,
you?
That was where
That was
they
the
were
final
like,
straw?
no, this movie's bad.
Wow.
I guess.
I don't think I've ever seen someone walk out. I mean, but what do you expect? Like, remember Hereditary? Like,
Yes.
That was fricked up.
Yeah. I've never walked out of a movie, though.
No,
I
I've
don't
never-
know what it would take for me to walk out of a movie.
I
Nothing.
can't think of anything.
No.
I'm like, it's a movie.
Yeah.
It's not real.
It's even a bad choice in a movie that I perceive as a bad choice or a poor thing. I think I'm like, well, it's art.
Yeah.
Someone, like with that movie, it's weird.
Yeah.
But like the entire movie is very clearly intentionally weird.
Yeah.
Like from the beginning of the film.
Yeah.
So it's like when it goes to a point where all of a sudden it's like even further, I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. It's a weird movie. Clearly, there's some sort
That's
of
what we're doing.
stylized thing here. And then even bad movies in the movie theater, I'm like, I don't know if it's just because I'm like really cheap, but I'm like, I'm not leaving.
Yeah.
Like, there's an enjoyment in watching a bad movie.
Yeah.
Especially if you're with someone, because then you
Yeah.
can talk about how bad that movie was.
Yeah.
Watch it to the end.
Yeah. I don't
was
know.
a
I
long movie,
won't walk
though.
out of anything.
No.
Like I'll like the other day. I mean, or when I was watching the Leaf game 1.
Yeah.
And they were losing like 7-3,
Yeah.
and the whole stadium dissipated in the second intermission. I'm like, you're paying not only you're paying like
dude.
$2,000 to be
Oh,
there,
yeah.
but it's like, so whoever's leaving, $2,000 is clearly pennies to them. But at the same time, like what like you leave.
Yeah.
The Leafs are down 7-3
Yeah.
going into the third. You get home,
Yeah.
you get a notification on your phone, Leafs 1-8-7 in overtime, and you missed that
Yeah.
because you left.
Can you
And
imagine?
I'm like, why would you leave?
Yeah.
Like, who cares if they're getting blown out?
Yeah.
Stay there and watch
It's
it.
part of it.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
and that's just hockey. I would never walk out of something
No. It's
that I paid to be at. Not just because of the pay. I'm just, who cares if they're losing or it's bad?
like, to me,
Stay there.
I just genuinely can't think of a movie
Yeah.
or something that would happen in a movie that I'm like, yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
I'm out.
2 minutes left in the third period and they're losing by 5 goals. You want to miss the rush? Fine.
Yes.
But you're leaving like an entire period early?
Yeah,
You're
no,
crazy.
that's crazy. Yeah, I could not. I just can't wrap my head around it, especially because and I get like the runtime was long. It was over 3 hours, I think. But like that
Every
even to
movie,
me,
every good movie's over 3 hours now.
well, yeah, but I know this is like a sunk cost fallacy. The idea of like you've already put this much time, but genuinely I believe that you've already watched like 3 hours of this movie.
Yeah. Just stay.
Something is happening that's very weird. Clearly, you're like, oh, this is too much. But like, you don't know what the next little bit's gonna be.
Yeah.
Like flipping.
Just wait. Yeah.
That was mind-boggling to me. I'm like, at least see how it ends. What are you
Yeah.
talking about?
Yeah, that is
That
very
was
odd.
crazy.
That's weird.
Yeah.
I'm starting to get used to 3 hour. I feel like every movie I've watched is a 3 hour runtime recently.
I like it.
Yeah.
You can do a lot.
But you gotta
with
piss
3
halfway
hours.
through though. I don't know
Yes.
about you, but I always gotta piss.
I didn't
about it.
pee during that movie actually.
Really?
Yeah.
But an hour and a half, hour 45 in, or even like 2 hour
Yeah.
mark is as long as I'll go before I gotta piss. Like a John Wick, I had to leave and piss during John Wick.
Yeah.
4.
Avatar 2. Oh baby.
Holy-
I almost peed twice.
That was a good movie though. When
It
does
is.
Avatar 3 come out? It's gotta be soon.
End of
Right?
the year, I believe. Yeah.
I'm excited.
Yeah. I like a 3 hour movie, man. It's good stuff.
I know it feels like I got
Yeah.
like enough. You know when you walk into like a movie theater and you're only there because like an hour and a half goes by pretty quick in a movie theater.
Yes.
Because a movie theater, like, it's one thing to watch an hour and a half movie at home
Yeah.
when you are in your home, your
Yeah.
house, but in a movie theater, you're like isolated. You're there to watch the
Yeah.
movie, so it's like whatever's going on your phone or outside of the
You're locked
You're not
in.
interested in it.
You're locked
So an hour
in.
and a half is like
Yeah.
gone in a hot second. So I'm just like, why would I want it to be over so
No.
fast?
I
could
want
get double that.
I want this full story, and I don't want anything to be like, oh, I wish they went more there.
Yeah.
I would, between those two feelings of I think they spent a little bit too much time here,
Yeah.
or I wish they spent more time. I'd rather have spent a little bit more
Yes.
time.
I know a movie is like a good length when at the 2 hour 30 mark, I'm like pulling my phone up, being like, how long?
Yeah.
And that was with John Wick 4, because John Wick 4, for those of you who've seen John Wick, is pretty much just the same scenes over and over again. Obviously creative differences, but you know what I mean. So like after the 900th fight scene, I was just like, how the hell long have we been here? It was crazy. Good movie though. I recommend it. Anyways,
We should do a 3-hour podcast.
yeah, sure.
We should watch. I mean, we got to do a Lord of the Rings podcast. That would be good.
I want to finally do like a 24-hour podcast.
That would be so good.
I want to just record.
I had an idea.
It would be so bad.
Do you know the idea of like hand on a hard body? You ever hear of that?
No.
I think that's the original version of it, but you'll understand the premise. It's like that was a bunch of people who had their hand on a truck, and the last person to take their hand off
Right.
wins
Classic
the
thing.
truck.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, what would our version of that be? You know what I mean? And could we do that?
Right.
In my head, I was like, how long could we sit on like a bench in Fairy Lake recording a podcast? And then the first one who's like, I'm out.
I'm going home.
Yeah. The last one who stays seated on the bench gets like, we both put in like $200 or something.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like something like that.
That'd be crazy.
It'd be good.
Be
But
crazy
I
town.
do like the idea of like, yeah, how far can we push this podcast?
Yeah.
A 24-hour podcast? Easy we could do.
Oh yeah, no problem.
Easy.
Yeah.
It would
Bunch of different segments.
it would become dull.
Yeah, it would be boring.
Yeah.
Yeah, no one's watching all 24 hours of it.
But it
But
would
it's cool for us.
It would be good. Yeah. I mean, we've talked about
Recording that would be difficult.
we'd have to live stream it. It would have to be live streamed
Yeah, you're right.
because then it would just automatically be up as a VOD.
You're right.
But
You're right.
yeah, you know what, guys? Season 3, big things. We're gonna be watching more Twilight. You guys have been begging for watch-alongs. You guys have been,
I know you've been emailing us.
yeah.
Please, more watch-alongs.
Is that your stomach?
My stomach is going crack. I gotta poop.
Do you?
The coffee has been
Oh, that's so funny.
like working its way through me for the last hour. And
yeah, I gotta pee.
I am at
Well, we're
Poop
pretty
Central
much-
Station. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Do you say Poop Central Station?
Yeah.
Nice. That's good. Well, we should.
Thanks.
We should.
What's
go.
your brain cooking up?
Nothing?
Seemed like it was cooking something.
No, I was just. I figured if I said it like that, you might second guess it, and that'd be kind of funny.
Poop Central.
And it
Station.
was Poop Central Station was funny. I did like it.
Thank you.
Thought it was good. Anyway, guys, thanks for
Like Grand Central
listening to
Station.
the Barely Cool podcast. Benny's got to take a big ol' booperino, and I got to take a little pee, and then we'll see you next week. You
Thanks
know?
for listening to the Barely Cool podcast.
Thanks for watching the Barely
Thanks
Cool
for watching the Barely
podcast.
Cool podcast. I'm so used to saying things. It's been 4 years. I listen.
I
Thanks for
know.
listening.
It's both.
Thanks for listening and watching.
Yeah.
Wherever you are.
Go buy some merch if it's still available, because goodness gracious, I am funneling money into this and nobody's biting. BarelyCoolCast.com.
Go to our Patreon, Twitter.
Yeah,
TikTok,
all the links are in the
Instagram.
flipping downstairs
They're all there.
bio or whatever.
They're in the bio.
All right.
Subscribe.
And then you better smash that like button and ring the bell.
Notification button. All right. Thanks for listening to the Very Cool Podcast. And bye. See you later.
Kiss you later.
I've been barely cool for a while, cool with a wink or a smile, but I'm cooler than you are with or without buzz. I've barely started, this is really hard for me. Well, I'll stop myself if nobody else does.
Bye.
That was funny, yummy, good.
That
Okay.
was funny and me good.
Funny, yummy, good.
Funny, yummy, good.
Oh, funny, yummy, good.